Dr. Dorgan. Let's see if I got them in the right order. Amy Lee Fox. Tom Horan. And from the telly, Tony Sheridan. Seriously, a celebrity only gets a woo. Okay. We're going to dive in with our first game tonight to get the ball rolling and get everyone pumped up. So the first game is going to be headliners. I'm going to show the contestants a picture and the initials to the headline that goes with it. It's their job to guess what the headline to the picture is. So here's your picture for tonight, lads. And the letters are UWSP. Who can make out?
University worries about sexual predator.
Unbelievable waster, still president?
Unlikely wager of size of penis.
Hang on one sec. He's the president? Really? Okay. Continue.
Undershirt will soon pop.
Unrestricted whale start as president.
University welcomes special people. University wants sober president.
Is it just a sentence of him on a usual night out of
Unlikely wanker steals presidency.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately waving smelly pits.
Is it what he's packing? Is it unseemly warts on small penis?
I hope not. I really hope not.
Is it a call out to past president saying, you want some patty?
Could be.
Unloved winner stalls pedestrians. He's in front of the doorway.
Urban walk steals presidency.
University witness stupid pose.
No. Any more guesses? Any real guesses even? No.
Wait, Chris. Is it UL Wolf sent packing?
Could be. Or it could be. But, I know you're right, it is. It's UL Wolf sent packing. Well done. So, a point to this team. I should mention we've got 6 rounds tonight and the points don't matter. I may be ripping that off from someone. You all having a good night? You all got your drinks?
Oh, the banter is flowing.
Yeah, I can feel the energy in the room tonight. It's very sitting room.
I enjoy it.
Microphone.
I enjoyed it. We had couches, but then they took them.
I'm just curious, Chris, did any of the other team bother to research that heading there to understand what it actually means, or?
No, we don't read the newspaper.
Amy, this is all improv. It's all improv, Amy.
Nobody saw that picture before.
They just saw this right now. The fact that there was a funny slide in there was totally coincidental and unresearched whatsoever. Oh no, wait. I'm allowed to be researched. I'm the host, never mind.
Also, that was an unfuckle headline, so it's unlikely that anyone saw it.
That's true too. Is Unfuckle still around?
Not at the moment, no.
Not
It's an unpopular, worthless student paper.
I think it's because it's on square.
Is it because it's titled as fuck all?
Oh, I remember when Unfuckle was popular. Do you remember those days, 20? It was a long time ago at this point.
Well, I'm here 10 years now, so no.
It was back in the 80s, before it existed. We'll keep moving on anyway, and we're going to go into our second round of the night. And our second round is going to be, if this the answer, what is the question? For those of you familiar with Mock the Week on TV, you'll see up there is a lovely number. That is the answer to a question, and our panelists are going to try and guess what is the question based on that answer.
Is it how many seconds elapse after every time David tells a joke?
You call that joke on me? Well, I'll show you. What factor sunscreen do I use?
Is it The amount of seconds an average UL girl's Snapchat story is after a night out.
Close.
Is it the amount of beard follicles on this panel not tonight? That could be accurate though.
Is it the going rate for a house in College Court?
What percentage of students fail their maths exam?
Is it how many ecstasy tablets would you have to take to enjoy a bass hunter gig?
Is it how long in weeks Tony Sheridan's been at UL?
How old would Tony Sheridan be when he finally graduates?
I feel like I should intervene and keep things clean here, lads, but I'm being too entertained.
Is it how many pairs of sweatpants can you see daily on campus?
That's when they leave the apartments, don't it?
Is it how many times a day Tony Sheridan complains about sweatpants on campus?
How many push-ups did Jesus do?
Those were jumping jacks.
It was Jesus, it was jumping Jesuses.
How many times on average does the average man wank in a lifetime?
It'd be way higher, Paul, way higher.
Is it how many hours I usually spend waiting to get into the SAA?
That would be longer too.
How many calories are in the centre chicken roll?
Where's Centra, Dave?
Oh, we spar.
Where's Spar? Jeez, we're in UL, Dave, not UCD.
How many calories are in the spar chicken roll?
How old is Earth in years actually?
Someone was listening to the radio today, weren't they, Tony? Oh no, wait, you never said that on the air, did you? Never mind.
No one listens. Is it how many?
There was 4 of us on the radio today, so probably more of us in the studio than actually listening to us. It's UL FM.
Right.
So how many times do you have to give a false answer before I get the actual one?
That is the answer to a question, yes.
Is it how many roads a man must walk down before you can call him a man?
I'm 200 away.
How many people queued for rugby tickets?
Close. Very close, Dave.
Is it how many UGMs have to be held for something to be done?
Yes, that's the correct answer. No,
It's a correct answer.
it could be.
Is it my lucky number?
How would I know that?
It is.
Is it how much Don Barry spent on cigarettes last year?
He's on the E ones now, isn't he, Tony? No? Much cheaper.
Is it how many E's Don Barry took before going to base hunting?
Is it 15,000 minus 500?
I initially thought it was the amount of calls ITD get from students every day. Similar numbers.
Is it how many students don't know that where we are right now is actually in Clare?
Is it how many students of UL aren't at this gig?
We're here too, Tony.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Your popularity is slipping, Tony. We thought you'd bring in a bigger crowd. No, anyone have a guess at the real answer?
What is the student population of the University of Limerick?
No, not this.
How much money was raised last year for rugby?
Very good, Dave. That is the correct answer. How much was raised during Charity Week last week? It's Charity Week now, Dave, not Rag Week. We don't want to get in
How
trouble.
many students still call it Rag Week?
If I had that written on the next slide, how impressed would you be? Give me 1 second. Very good. Yeah, it is how much was raised for charity last year. And this year we're going to make an attempt to break that record next week, aren't we? Ye cheap bastards. Some people are poorer than ye, you know. He can afford to come out and witness bad comedy. Some people can't. I thought that was funny. What are you doing for charity week, lads? Everything. Everything and everyone.
14,500 yokes.
working.
Oh, I'm going to be working too, Paul. On campus. Can you imagine the pain?
Can we check how many people here actually got tickets for Base Hunter next week? Or are we all sensible people here?
How many people are going to die? Dave, put the hand down. Put that hand down.
Dolan's not.
Everybody will die eventually.
Not going to die.
You've died a few times already tonight.
I live in a grave, Tony. I live in a grave. Don't be mean to the host now and turn off your microphone. Okay, since none of you are talking to me, I suppose we can continue.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
That's the cause. We'll move on with the show. Move on. Please move on.
Let's move on. So our next game is going to be Voice in Mind. What's going to happen here is 2 contestants from each team are going to come up. A contestant is going to read out something or other, and then the other person is going to translate what they're thinking. So our first group is going to be Tony and Amy, and they're going to be in a lecture. Tony is going to be playing himself as a TA and giving a lecture to all of you. Hope you're comfortable and have pillows ready to fall asleep. And Amy's going to say what he means. So you want to step up here and take away my mic?
Hi there. First of all, I'd like to say I got your draft of the essay and I had a really good look at it.
Unfortunately.
And I think you brought some really interesting points into this module.
You would have brought interesting points for a vegetable, but for yourself, it's actually quite bad.
I think though, if you stick closer to the module notes that I've provided you with,
then this probably won't be the steaming pile of vomit that it was on my desk this morning.
and I see that you're an access student. Congratulations.
I'm learning the alphabet.
I really appreciate that you can't attend my tutorial on Friday because you have football training.
Yeah. You know, the thing about football is, balls.
I think if you just tweak that essay a little bit, you could turn it into something great.
Yeah. I think if you just tweaked that, you just touched up the essay a little bit, that would be great.
I know it is charity week next week, but I will expect you to attend all of your classes.
Yeah, after all, even though you are an access student from Rathkeel, we don't do that much charity.
Very good, very good. Another round of applause for Tony and Amy. Yay. Next up, from the other team, we've got Paul and Brian. And they're going to be in a co-op interview. One of them is going to be the interviewee, and the other is going to say what he's thinking.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Paul Michael.
Hunter of the night.
My previous experience, I was an organisational manager at McDonald's.
I got to lay on the straws.
I was also director of refreshment distribution at my local gay club. GA Club, G-A-A Club.
I was the water boy at my local gay club. Oh, Michael.
Other experiences, well, I've done a bit of stand-up comedy.
No. White Chicken Crossroad. No. How many dead babes? No.
My weaknesses.
I can't stop murdering children. I'm a terrible driver. My mammy never hugs me anymore, so I'm feeling quite insecure, and I keep chickens.
I work too hard. Do I have a license? Yeah, I've got a license.
For these girls?
When can I start? About a week from now.
That'll give me enough time to clear bodies out of my house.
So I got the job? Oh, that's great, thanks.
Blow job.
Round of applause for Brian and Paul there. I would not hire either of you. Alright, so you're not gonna talk to me if I try to engage you again, so we'll probably push on, yeah?
Hey Chris, what's up?
Hey
How's it
Paul!
going?
Hi! Human contact, awesome!
So, what's your experience so far of, like, you know, this entire day?
It was soul crushing. I've been at work since 9 o'clock this morning, Paul.
I was too! Oh my god, that's so great. We have so much in common, Chris. We should hang out more.
Oh my god. Friends!
Friends! Oh my god! And we're both graduates as well. Let's
Welcome to US
Are you both single?
Yes, Tony.
Yes.
Thank you for pointing that out. I am single. Did you not guess from all of this?
Sorry.
I assume panel host was
Probably
your
not
full-time
much
job.
longer.
Oh, it is.
You don't do this all the time.
Am I that good?
Now, everyone look away. Everyone look away. Don't listen to him. He will look you in the eye.
Cheer. Cheer.
Don't cheer, don't cheer, don't cheer.
Ah, come on, he's great.
Paul is seriously becoming my new best friend. How fucking sad is that?
That is like the most sad thing I think that could have occurred tonight. I mean, for one, me and Tom are on a different team. Like, I mean, you know, now I just have to say, like, oh, nice shoes.
They are fantastic shoes. Show the people. That's right.
Oh, don't encourage him.
Showing more than your shoes there, Tom.
You're quite supple, did you know that?
God, why are you so suave?
See, that's what happens when you have glasses without a beard.
Yeah, I have
Oh,
neither glasses
bitches.
or a beard. I just like, you know. I
You,
just
you
bottom
need
of the
at least
barrel.
one, Paul.
What?
You need at least one.
I need at least one.
Yeah.
I should probably get glasses. I think I'd, you know, benefit from seeing people.
I think we're upsetting Brian. Okay there, Brian. Have you got something to say to the crowd?
Where's the game show? Where's the game show? Can we start? Can we go?
Oh, game show, right, sorry. I was making a friend. It doesn't happen often. I got distracted.
Leave that for outside the workplace. We have enough interrelations going on in here.
But, like, outside my workplace, I'm just in my bedroom alone. Yeah, interrelations.
You won't have to be anymore, Chris.
I can be in my bedroom with someone, Paul. Let's move on before I finish that thought and scare the lot of you out of this place. So the next game is going to be stand-up comedy, what we're meant to be good at. So this is for 2 people from each team. We're going to have 4 categories, just like doing Mock the Week. We're that fancy. So I'm going to go from table to table. You select the topic and you try and impress the audience. And based on, well, my own perceptions, I'm just going to attribute points arbitrarily, however the fuck I want, and it don't really matter. So the topics we're going to have for tonight are Limerick Night Out, Internationals, Exams, and Sport. So who from over here would like to start us off?
Not me.
Not Tony. No. Tom is going to start. What are you going to do, Tom?
For 200 points? 150.
14,500 pints.
So, the exam results were 3 weeks late this year due to some kind of clerical error at the IT department. It was something to do, don't hold me to it even though we're meant to know the top of the table. that it was because of they restructured the system, and because of that, they needed to make some updates, and something in between went wrong. I get most of my computer lingo from Jeff Goldblum movies, so that's all I have for that. But I think far more interesting than the actual, probably easily explained thing that did happen would be to imagine that all the mistakes were on the part of the University of Limerick's IT department, as in Stephen King's evil clown. I can imagine him at his desk, you know, 4 paper cups of coffee empty, make up a mess, trying to explain it to his manager. Like, I'm sorry, the firmware update wasn't compatible with our archiving system. My forte is really devouring the souls of children. I'm sorry. We just have to hope that the same computer systems aren't used for the student health centre, because that would result in somebody receiving an email reading, due to an IT error, you will find out you have herpes when she does. Actually, my brother, he's a business student, and he applied for an I grade for his accounting exam. The grounds for it was that he was recovering from an arm injury, but he did not apply for an exemption from any of his other exams, which implies that accounting must require some like deft arm movement not seen in the other clerical arts. And that comes into play when, say, you're doing balancing the books for a Himalayan Sherpa just on the day before, you know, taxes are due. You're just descending the mountain. I'm not good at actions, so just imagine it. But because the exam results were 3 weeks late, he managed to dupe 6 separate Himalayan Sherpas into letting him do their taxes. After the 3 weeks, he got an F and they got audited.
Have you ever seen Misery, Tom? No?
I have, actually.
Yeah. Big crowd coming for you. Lads, which topic do you want? Sorry, Tom.
Are you Kathy Bates and I'm the writer, or...
You're getting the impression of what's going to be happening later, yes, Tom. So, which topic would you like, lads? Or who wants to go up first?
I'll take international.
Alright, going to do internationals. Round of applause, woo!
How are you? I promise not to be racist. Yeah, internationals. It's a great thing because we have the international society here and we get a lot of international students here. It's like the first time I properly met international people was when I came to college. But I never taught them as like from different countries. I taught them as students. So when the first time I met an American here, I thought she was just a student, and then she said, "Oh, I'm from America," and I was like, "Oh, like from the telly? Were you in Shaft?" You see, because like it's kind of weird because you think, you know, I used to always think that internationals would be able to take racial abuse, you know, well. Like I used to think they take it on the chin because they don't open their mouths. But I have been proven wrong. The day she was Irish, she told me to back off. But no, the International Society, they're here tonight, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, this is not shameless plugging, I swear to God. I'm not associated with the International Society, I just led their immigration policy. But no, they have stuff planned for next week. They have, what is it, Flash Mob, is it?
Flash Mob. Flash
Mob, yeah. I remember a friend of mine heard about they're doing Flash Mob. And she's saying, it's like, I don't understand, why did they not just go to a nudist beach? That eliminates the element of surprise. No, and honestly, have you have a Bollywood theme party, is it?
Yeah.
Bollywood, it's for the Holi Festival, is it?
Yeah.
The Holi Festival. I looked it up, if you don't know, you might have seen it. It's where a crowd of people gather around and you throw colours up in the air. You know, it reminds me of my childhood where I used to eat crayons and spit them back up to impress the Indians, of all people. I didn't know there was many Indian people that are actually in college though. I'd like to think them going back home. It was like, oh, Sanjeev Rapu, not a racist name. Here, cook us a traditional Irish dinner. It was like, oh yeah, would you like tikka masala or chicken curry? That's what we have. I remember, thank you very much.
Jeez, you're tall. Another round of applause for Brent McCormack. So, what's gone? Exams are gone, international's gone. One topic for
I'll hit up sport. What's up?
My best friend, sport is yours. Come and take the mic. Paul Michael Dorgan, everyone.
Hey, boys and girls. I used to play sport. I'm going to let that sink in for a second. But yeah, no, I used to love playing soccer. It was great crack. You know, I used to love like running in behind and all that kind of stuff, and just like really, I used to actually be quite quick. Like I used to love sprinting, but one day I pushed it a bit too hard and tore my hamstring. And the timing was really bad. Like it was actually 4 years ago this month. I actually tore it on Valentine's Day. It was really bad. Like, I mean, my girlfriend was really upset and disappointed at the time because like we had this whole night planned. I had planned to like make all this food and all that kind of stuff. And you know, she got really upset and disappointed. And I think the main reason for that is because it happened when we were having sex. So I don't know if you've ever torn your hamstring having sex before. Please tell me that someone has fucking torn their hamstring having sex before. But this is actually true, like. But if you do tear your hamstring having sex, don't keep going. Don't just try and play it off as if it's some sort of, you know, one-legged sex move you just thought of. It's like, oh, I've been saving this one for tonight, like, oh, check it out, I look like I'm fucking gammy underneath it, it's great. So yeah, eventually, you know, she kind of figured that I was no longer at the top of my game and was like, yeah, what's going up? And I had to fess up, I was like, oh, you know, I was feeling a bit bad, so, you know. Relationships don't really last long after you tear your hamstring having sex with someone. So, yeah, we broke up a week later. And, you know, I kind of got a lot more into the, you know, student lifestyle. I started drinking a lot more. A lot more. And, you know, I kind of got to the point where, like, my friends were calling me a bit of an alcoholic, you know. Which, yeah, pretty accurate. I mean, but then again, I learned a lot of things, like, you know, from my time as an alcoholic, like, what do you call 4 shots in a bathroom? A quiet night in! With Oscar Pistorius.
I think the message there was that Paul tries, ladies. He really tries.
It's not true, I swear.
Don't like Paul. Okay, so we've got one topic left, and that is Limerick Nights Out. Who's going to take that one?
Oh, I love nights out. Yeah, definitely.
Just ignore the fact that only one from that team went in. Oh, okay.
Hey, do you want to go?
No, you're okay.
It's all off-going plans at all, like, so.
I love that this wasn't planned in advance.
No, definitely not. And the evidence is up. And so that's going very apparent. Limerick, the city that never sleeps, but you kind of wish would. Yeah. No, you think that the city culture would have, like, you know, a rich, you know, vibrant nightlife. The truth is never more apparent than in Molly's. Now, Molly's is. Molly's. A place where you're always welcome. When you're underage or barely conscious, you got a friend in them. But no, this nocturnal utopia did not appear overnight. No, Molly's would not be able to say without the shrewd marketing minds that made it what it is. And so we look at Molly's and think, you know, we should, you know, focus on improving the quality of our club. No, not these guys. They thought, we have the ultimate marketing slogan. We don't need anything. Molly's. When you're kicked out of crush and nowhere else to go, it's our here or go home. watching your speed, and you're not afraid of sticky floors or guys whose wardrobes consist solely of checkered shirts, maybe Costo's more your speed. I mean, Costo's fucking weird. I was in here last Thursday, up on the dance floor. Some girls like randomly took her top off and started running around. Now look, in malls they have like 6 bouncers like encircling the place like a horde of vultures. They even handle that. Up malls there's one guy, and he had no idea what he got into. Because first of all, like, she was fast. Okay, first I saw the girl's top and so I was like, oh great, topless girl. No, you didn't see her, no. It's not a pleasant sight. So never has an image of Limerick now been more clear in my mind than that of a 6-foot-tall bouncer chasing a small, fat, 5-foot-tall, topless woman across the dance floor. It's really fucking fast.
On that note, we're going to take a 15-minute break, and we'll be back after that. So, thank you.
Haters wonder.
Woo! Enjoy that. Nice breakaway from me. Not quite. No, okay. So, do you enjoy your break, lads? No?
Oh, I really enjoyed my break. I mean, I wasn't up here. It was just fantastic.
Just realised I can sit down for the next game with the mic.
Thank you, we're all a lot more comfortable now.
Oh, that's the spot right there. You comfy? Yeah? It's like being at home, isn't it, in your parents' sitting room? No?
Some of us have moved out.
I've moved out. Anyone else? Anyone?
I moved out.
Dara, you're old enough to have moved out, no?
Yeah, I did.
He's old enough to have moved out twice.
What I'm sensing here is Dara is old.
You've grasped the situation amicably there, Tony. I'm very old.
Before we begin,
No, that's not on at all.
Is that on? Yes. Before we begin, I need to make a retraction. It apparently wasn't the information department. It wasn't ITD's fault that the exam results were late.
It was just Chris's.
Somebody else's fault.
Tom gets to live tonight.
Whose fault was it?
It's yours, Tony. You have to get those grades in on time.
There was a lot of tweaking going on.
Not to be up myself or anything, but has anyone noticed my spot? Yeah.
What you gotta do a thing in the international section.
Yeah.
So what? You insulted India and they came for you, is that it?
No, it was the other way around. I put the spot there first. Sorry, what's your name there?
Me?
Yeah. Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you confirm that I tried to dry my head underneath the hand fan? I tried to wash it off and it was a bruise.
Is it just me or is it ginger?
It's fantastic, that's what it is.
Ginger bruise.
Yes. Much like David's face.
I was hoping a while. How's it going?
Hi Dave, how are you?
Hey Chris.
You have a good night?
Nice spot. Yeah.
I am genuinely confused. What the fuck is on your head?
It's when I went to, I'm not going to do it again, but when I banged my head off the microphone.
Oh my god, right. You banged your head so hard off the microphone, you're now Indian.
It was more like,
He's an Indian wife.
oh, no, I've actually just been told there they put the red spot there for beauty. So, ladies.
That's how fair his complexion is. Indian.
Does that imply that all Indians get really frustrated at a young age in the school?
On like a live panel show, yes.
By the age of 5, all Indians have been on at least 2 panels.
Or their family just basically disowns them, and that's, yeah.
And they go full Slumdog on it. Yeah.
If anyone wants to get one of these beauty spots, please use Behringer microphones. The best a man can get.
Brian wants new microphones apparently for free. We're gonna move on. We're gonna have a new game now because that's what you all came here to see, isn't it? Woo! Yay! We seem more alert in this half. Alcohol has had it seems. Our next game is going to be True or False.
False.
True! Wait till you hear the rules, lads. Wait till you hear the rules.
It's a grey area.
Two of our contestants are going to tell us a story, and it is up to the opposing team to guess whether or not that story is true or false. On this side of the aisle we have David Cheney is going to tell us a story now.
And Paul and Brian.
You're not telling your story here.
Here.
Not anymore, you're not Paul. Out. Get out. Don't feel sad for him.
Yeah, I didn't commit enough on that.
I feel sad for him, he's now your friend.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, Paul, we're friends. Totally forgot. This is why I don't have friends. I keep forgetting about it. No, Dave, tell us your story anyway, and it's up to you three over here to decide whether or not it's true or false.
Okay.
I don't even know if it's true or false yet.
Right, so basically...
Lies!
You already got it, so...
Oh.
And now it's up for...
I was once kicked out of a club by Channing Tatum's bodyguard.
Okay.
I forgot to say, you can now question him, but he's not going to actually
How
answer the
big is
question.
your penis?
It's moderately sized.
They call him Magic Mike.
Because why?
Because he was in that movie.
Ah.
Make a reference.
Okay, like, getting down to the seriousness, what club was this?
It was called Tito's.
Oh, where was Tito's?
It was in Spain.
You've never been to
I
Spain.
have been in Spain.
Why are you still sunburnt?
As I said, I used factor 40,500 cream.
It was Channing Tatum there at the time.
Yes, he was. That's why his bodyguards were there. Otherwise, it'd be very bad bodyguards.
Hang on. Bodyguards plural or bodyguard singular?
Are you questioning him now, Chris?
I know, I want to get involved.
Whoa, I want the judge's ruling here.
He is the judge.
I'm in charge, shut up, Paul. Answer the question.
There were bodyguards and the club's own bouncers, so there's at least one bodyguard for every other guy.
Were any other
okay.
celebrities there?
Nothing to tell.
So it was just Channing Tatum in a shitty Spanish club.
Yeah, first of all, it was Tito's. I've ever just heard
How much
Tito's.
did it cost you to get into Tito's?
25 quid. I got free like shot going. No, got a free cocktail.
In which year did Tito wear his earring? Lies! Lies!
Wait, Tito owns that club?
Wait, why did you get kicked out?
Oh, that's a good question.
So basically, there was like a walled-off VIP area that we're not allowed into.
Exclusively for Channing Tatum and nobody else.
I'm sure there were women in there.
Sitting there quite a glass of water by himself, just looking, staring at all of us.
Channing Tatum is not.
No, he was there with a group of people, and we were like walled off. Like, we should not be allowed in the club. We were like in like t-shirt and shorts, and we saw the back of Channing Tatum's head, and so it was like,
could this have actually been Jeff Goldblum?
that's what I thought at first. So it was like, that looks exactly like the back of Channing Tatum's head. I was like, Magic Mike? Yeah, Magic Mike.
What colour was his hair?
Brownish, dark brown? Dark brown. I mean, definitely dark brown, clearly.
Was anyone with Channing Tatum? Was he with his wife or?
He was with a table of people.
Okay, continue. The question 5 minutes ago was, why did you get kicked out of the club?
Because we saw the back of his head. And we tried to think,
Okay.
You looked at him.
Not the perspective on which you viewed Channing Tatum, or where he was sitting within the club. Why did you get kicked out?
So we wanted to find out for sure if it was Channing Tatum or not. But he was like facing away from us in a walled-off area. So we tried to get his attention. So basically, we kind of like start waving our hands around and like wobbling behind him and trying to get a picture. And
how an Irish person dances in a Spanish club.
Exactly, yeah. We fitted very well. And basically,
hey, Macarena. Continue.
they were looking for any reason to get us out. and we kind of like had weird shit. We kind of like leaned over with like camera. One guy fell, knocked like two pint glasses, and people was like swarming around us. But at that moment, your man turned around. It was Channing Tatum, so we left happy.
Of your own volition? That sounded
No,
like
not over. We picked out when we saw it was in first.
Guys,
What are you thinking?
I don't know. I've been in some Spanish clubs in my time.
Tito's.
Me and Tito
This was the 80s,
are
this was the
bros.
80s.
Okay,
haven't been in
let me just say. Let me just
They
say.
had a red
on a
carpet
cover.
and a glass.
Everybody's been in Tito.
I have one final question. Where's Tito's?
Spain.
Spain. Yeah.
What city in Spain?
Santa Ponza.
Yeah, she was, yeah.
God damn it, Tony, you're not. Okay, what are you thinking? Confer there. Do you think Dave could be telling the truth about touching Channing Tatum's bodyguard?
I really hope this is true.
Yes, we are voting no in the referendum. Wait, sorry, what was the question?
Do you think Dave should be allowed to marry Brian? Oh no, wait, sorry. Do you think Dave's story is true or not? You can confer out loud.
I'm just looking at David's face, right? And he's got this smug look on his face. Like he knows I'm going to say that it's not true, but he wants me to say that it's not true.
That looks
so I almost want to say, I think it's true.
Do you?
Oh. That look's been there since birth.
Just to hedge your bets, I'm going to go, I'm uncertain, but our team is saying yes, but that uncertainty means...
Shut up, Tony, coming on one side of the fence, would you? Jesus.
I want to hear what Tom thinks.
Tom, you're
Some vivid imagery was used. You led with the most important bit of information, which is what you do. You got our interests. But I don't feel like the character of Channing was visualised well enough for me to get
I saw
a
the back of his head.
I know, but from that you could like the furrows of like the hair. You could wonder if maybe did he shower that day? Did he not?
Dark. Exactly. The club could have been dark.
Exactly, it could have been dark.
So was he amicable?
It could have been dark. Good job, Dave.
He was thrown out, but not by Channing Tatum's bodyguard. Just by some
The bodyguard was
random
friendly about
person.
it. He was nice about it.
Can you verify that it was, in fact, Channing Tatum?
He was in fact Channing Tatum.
Okay.
He was there for an interview to promote the Lego movie, which I found the next day when I googled why was he in Spain.
Why was Channing Tatum...
He played Superman.
Why was the back of Channing Tatum's head in Santa Ponza in Tito's club?
Because it was Tito's, the classy joint.
Also, by the way, the front of his face was also there.
Oh, right.
We needed that
But
information
Tito's
earlier.
earring. Tito's earring.
Tito's is a fucking building.
Yeah, but fucking Tito owns the building.
Who's Tito?
If I own a shitty nightclub in Santa Ponza and one back of a celebrity's head enters, I will be there on that night.
I go to Costigan's, but I don't know who Costigan is.
Can we start also? You're saying Tito's earring.
Yes.
Forget Tito's earring. Your hearing is going bad at the moment.
Okay.
Cause he's saying you're old.
That was a crap shot there, sorry.
Let's take the mic from the Indian and find out whether or not they...
So we're saying...
Wait.
Secret conferral, people. Oh no, I think it's true. Dave, you tell such a good story, they're actually considering whether or not it's true.
We think that it is true, but also possibly false.
Okay, I'm going to accept that as an answer.
Could you tell us if we are correct, please?
I'm going to take that as an answer for true, and Dave is going to tell us now whether or not that story is true or false.
It's actually true.
It's true!
And we win, we get the points.
I guess a point. But as I said, the points don't matter. Okay, so up next from this team is our lovely guest Tony Sheridan. He's going to tell a story now, and it's up to the opposing team to decide whether or not that story is true or false.
Okay.
What colour t-shirt were you wearing that day?
Purple, Mr. Perfect t-shirt. Just give me a second, because I need to think about this, because it happened quite never ago. And yeah, so I've been here in UL as a student for 10 years, and you get to go to a lot of different situations. And I actually entered as an access student, apart from the jokes earlier. And about 2 years ago, I got invited to a thing called the Ireland Fund. It's a big group of philanthropists that came and they were going to give money to the university. And I had to give a talk about how an access student had went on to do a doctorate and work in the university. And we came to a function here, and I got invited to this big banquet thing. And long story short, I ended up back in Don Barry's house, pissed, with a load of other really, really rich people drinking wine and shit, and I shifted his sister.
Hold on. For clarification, you shifted Don Barry's sister in his own home.
Yes.
And you're admitting to this in front of witnesses?
Yes.
Okay, lads.
It was consensual. You may not be familiar with that concept.
Of course not. I root for you all my girls. Lads, question.
Shift as in she was in the way and you had to move her?
No, I placed my tongue within her mouth. I did that thing that humans do when they like other humans. They just put their lips together and wiggle their tongue in the other person's mouth.
Did she put
That's
her...
weird. I haven't done that with Tom yet.
Wait, can you explain it one more time?
So this is the mouth.
Yeah, but did she put her tongue back?
Yes.
Did she?
She was a bit heavy on the tongue, if I'm honest.
Wait, did you say sister or daughter?
Sister.
And how old is Don Barry?
Okay, so technically, it's his sister-in-law, it's his wife's sister, and she is quite a bit older than me.
Oh.
Can we make this short story long?
Sorry?
Can we make this short?
Yeah, ask me any question about it, yeah.
Okay.
Was she any good?
Yeah, she was a reasonable... I was hammered. I was absolutely shit-faced. And it was a really weird situation, yeah.
How did Don Barry find out?
Don Barry was not there. Did he find out? I don't know.
So we can't call up to her.
I didn't email him, you know, the next week. Hey, thanks for the Ireland Fund thing. Did you get much money off the philanthropists? What's your sister-in-law's number?
Was her name Charity, therefore you were doing charity?
No. I think she was older, but she was hot. Like she was.
Tony doesn't know.
I was quite belligerently drunk. So yeah.
Okay, I have a question. How did you verify that this was in fact?
I have a question. Are you the fucking host, or are you on that team?
I'm having fun.
Back in the box, lads. Question. Okay, no.
How did you find out that she was Don Barry's sister?
Thank you.
I talk to people before I stick my tongue in their mouth.
So you found out that it was Don Barry's sister-in-law, and you were like, "I'm fucking having this."
Right. Think about this. I've been single for 4 years. Ha! Right. I'm drunk, and there is a human,
Don Barry's sister.
A human female willing to shift me. Yes, I'm going to shift them.
Oh, yeah,
regardless,
you go for it.
Was this regardless of their affiliation?
How many of the philanthropists were called Phil?
Well, there was Phil the Jew, Phil the other Jew. They were all Jews that I think about, all called Phil.
Hold on a second. Was this like teenage disco shifting where like you bumped into her and you were?
No, I actually asked Don to go over. I said, Don, will you go over and ask her, will she shift your friend?
No, wasn't. Wait there now a second. Don was
not there.
Don was not there.
See, what I was doing there was telling a lie for humour. You know, like comedy. That you may be familiar with the concept.
I think you just forgot your story and
no,
said that
Don Barry was not there. It was his wife's sister. Her name is Maura. She is divorced. She lives in Castleconnan and somebody fucking knows her. It's going to be really awkward.
Did you learn this from her in conversation before the shift or afterwards?
Yes, mostly before the shift.
And how did you lead up to say shift?
No. When you're talking to somebody at 4 o'clock in the morning at Don Barry's house and they start moving closer, you just go for it.
Take tips.
You hear that music in your head, you know? It's like that, I think we're alone now. Shifting Don Barry's sister is a great idea.
But you didn't get that song asking if you got that feeling.
No.
Marvin Gaye wasn't in that.
I have to ask. Did you get a second date?
No.
Oh. Did you get her number?
No.
Oh my God! How could you?
Because, and this is vital, I went to the bathroom and realised that I had to vomit, and I decided that I'm not going to puke in Don Barry's house, and I live in Kilmurray in the postgrad area, so I ran home and got to my house in Kilmurray, got sick and went to bed, and I did not have her number or anything of the sort.
Did you have to vomit up the food that she ate or you ate?
Would you have liked to have gone?
There was
for
a lot
that?
of little hors d'oeuvres and little salmon things that got vomited up, yes.
Tony, is she the one you got away?
She was one of the many that escaped Tony's clutches. Yes.
Hold on a second. Okay, let's get this straight. You were at Don Barry's party.
We were actually here, the function was here.
Oh, it was here.
And the night had cleared out, and the pavilion staff were not very nice. They were like, it was 1:30. And no, you were absolutely lovely. Please don't spit my pint after
Not even
this.
listening, not even making eye contact.
No, but they can hear me. No, so we were here anyway, and it dried up, but there was about 30 of us over here having a sing-song, and we were hammered. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. People wanted to keep drinking, and there was phone calls made, and Don Barry's wife, I think, was the person, and her sister was like, there's wine up in here. So we literally walked up to that house, not Don Barry's Castle Connell house or Killaloe, wherever he's his other house, up there, and there was an after party, and I'd say I was the only person. Maura was about, at a rough guess, 42.
Just to shorten this down.
At a rough guess, 42.
42.
Just to shorten this down. You basically went up. You met her here. You went up.
Yeah, we'd all been talking, having a crack. We were drinking in the house, drinking lots of wine, and I shifted her there in the kitchen.
After a conversation,
Okay,
you shifted.
yes.
You
What do you
shifted
think?
a lady.
Yes.
False.
Wait, can I
What do you
just
think?
clarify something here? So you were in Don Barry's house, and
Yes.
you were like pre-vom, and you were like,
There's a new word.
I'm not really.
What enough questions, guys? Like, come on, just
Technically, if I ever am going to vomit again in my life, this current disposition is pre-vom.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So-
So I was
you were there.
pre-vom.
That's a lot of
Pre-vom.
information.
You were thinking that, like, you know, it was.
I was not thinking a lot at all.
It was pretty much on the table, right? So you're in Don Barry's
No,
house,
it was
and you're
against the
like,
countertop.
So you were gonna vomit again.
Okay, I'm going to leave Dave have one more question,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to ask you to make a decision as.
Who is Don Barry?
We mean really.
Dave actually does need an answer to that question, as that's how much he gets out.
Don Barry is a special time in a boy's life when he starts to develop into a man.
Take notes. Just.
That is how you could refer to his conferring speeches. We're fucking one every year.
And when I shifted her, I finished and said, and that's what you call the UL edge.
And then you went, oh.
I think we have enough information to answer a question and stay away from Tony's post-sexual advances. do we have a decision, lads?
I know. I mean, I think it's so ridiculous that he thinks it's so ridiculous we'll think it's true. So I think it's false. I think it's like super false. I think it's like really, really false. In fact, I think that I will retire like living if this is true.
That is an invitation for me to kill you if this is, I can
No,
genuinely...
I'll retire myself.
Your answer will cause his suicide.
And as a mental health campaigner, I could wish for nothing more in this world. Thank you.
You look like really proud as you said it though, which makes you think it's true. You're almost like smug about it.
That would.
I don't know whether at this stage that you're deciding I should like try and make you guess the wrong answer or the right answer. So I don't know.
Make us guess the right answer.
What are you thinking yourselves? You've got a lot of information.
We're on either side here. It's all up to you.
You see, I think that
The idea of me retiring living is amazing.
Guess it's wrong. Guess it's wrong.
I think that it could have happened that you were here and you went up to the house and the party happened, and Don Barry may or may not have a sister. But
It was his wife's sister.
his wife's sister, his sister-in-law, his sister-in-law.
May or may not have a wife.
I do believe that is possible.
Are you saying well? What the fuck, lads?
But the idea of you shifting a woman is so out of this world that I think we're going to... Are we going to...
We're false. We're false.
False. We're going to go with false.
They're going to go with false. Okay, Tony, please reveal. Was that true or false?
I actually did shift Don Barry's sister, no, but it was in Costello's, and it did it, so it's completely false.
Well done, well done, well done, well done.
Do I not get a round of applause for that massive
Who here hasn't lied about shifting Don Barry's stepsister?
Sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law, one or the other. You.
Please do not be inaccurate when talking about my inaccuracies.
It's the only way I know how to talk about them.
Well played. Well played. Wait, are you ending your life now or no?
No. You didn't shift her in Don Barry's house, so you know. You.
Can I also clarify that I did not shift her at all, and if Don Barry is here in the skies, we're still good, bro. I love you.
An email tomorrow morning.
And it was special. Also, that is not true. I did not have any special. Please do not make me lose my job after this game.
The camera's recording there, right?
Yeah.
Say hi to the camera.
I can put this up.
Please distract everybody by ending your life.
Wow.
He's my friend, Tony. My only friend.
Attention you'd get.
Do not encourage him.
You have so much to live for, Paul. Me.
I do have you to live for.
He's definitely going to do it now.
I was kind of going for that, Tony. We're driving towards.
Oh, did I steal your punchline?
Not really.
Oh man, I can't wait for the climax of this show.
That's what Don Barry's sister-in-law said.
We've had it every day.
Right, moving on before Tony loses his job. Awkward. That's our true or false game, and our next game, I'm sure you all know it and you'll enjoy it. It's Scenes We'd Like to See! For those of you who have watched Mock the Week, you need no explanation. For those of you who've never seen the television, I'll quickly explain. I'm going to show up some random topics that the contestants have never seen before, and it's going to be their job to jump in and tell a joke based on what the topic is. If it's any good, feel free to clap. If it's not, feel free to clap anyway, because we've lost self-esteem. So, I'm going to give back the microphone, and the first topic is going to be deleted scenes from 50 Shades of Grey. Consensual sex.
Can we lower?
Okay.
It's fair if the taller people stooped, then the smaller people typically.
Okay.
What? Oh.
Hi, I'm Christian Grey. Will you shift my friend?
You know, sex dungeon is such a strong word. I prefer love prison.
I'm going to be 50 Shades of Grey out of you.
How's it going? I'm Christian Grey. Take me to companies and 50 Shades of Grey. They contemplate the bar on the big.
He took out the clamps, for she had parked her nipples in a handicapped space.
What's better, magenta grey or November rain? Or shades of grey?
One.
What did Anastasia say when she got to the ball? God.
And then they had sex.
And that woman grew up to be Jesus.
Okay, moving on. Next topic. Gonna be unlikely unfuckle headlines.
Somebody's reading!
Tony Sheridan has graduated.
Unfucklator has successful career in journalism.
You're all weird. You don't read it, so fuck you. Ah!
Unfuckle, or the Irish Times should hire the writer of this headline, experts claim.
Disgusting, unnecessary, and distinctly unfunny.
Turn the page 3 for the good stuff.
Turn to page 3 for Don Barry's sister.
Everything is more or less okay. Here's a review of Ghostbusters 2.
Next up is going to be unusual chicken roll ingredients.
Chicken.
Yeah, can you just like butter the bread and cut it in half? Oh no, I'm giving it to my girlfriend. I'll put in the ingredients myself.
Love.
Brown or white? Brown. Butter and mayo? I know, I oiled up at home.
Me.
Here, can you leave the knife in there? I need it for something.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Okay, next up. Unlikely questions to get in an exam.
So, did you get the ride?
If Tony makes 35 grand a year as a teacher, why did his wife leave him?
If Tom is 21 and Amy 16, how much trouble is Tom in?
On a scale of 1 to how much would you give me a blowjob, how much do you want to pass this exam?
Oral health. Please find utensils underneath your table. Pull hard.
Do you love me?
Discuss with illustrations the Prophet Muhammad.
But enough about your Renaissance. How are you?
If every comedian other than Amy has to do several thousand squats for all these jokes for scenes we'd like to see, how lovely will our bums be at the end of it?
Is the answer A, D, B, A, C, D, or D, C?
Is the answer all of the above?
Okay. Next up. Bad things to hear a roommate say.
Hi, I'm your new roommate, Amy Fox.
Oh, this is your milk.
Shh. Oh. Can Brian hear us? Here, let's ask him. Brian! Can you hear us shagging? The sheep!
Well, if you don't think I'm nosy, why did you write in your diary?
Oh, these are your underwear.
Can I join in?
There's no batteries in the fire alarm. Also, there's a fire.
Wait a minute, we live in Capital. Why do I have a roommate?
Oh, no.
Okay, that could be anyone's webcam in the shower.
Are you done using the dryer? I need to trade it for snack.
Is Mrs. Sharon you going on? Is this Bellum Summer Chat Cody?
Do you want a fork? I have one in the bedroom. Yeah? What do you mean, no?
Did you remember to take out the bins? They're a lovely couple and they're only here for the weekend.
Okay, next up. Bad news to tell your parents.
I like Twilight!
Dad, I went to see 50 Shades of Grey, but don't give it. Mom's liked it with me.
Stand-up comedy is a legitimate career choice.
You know that lad I've been having sex with for the last 2 years? He's gay.
Guess what I got in the test? Guess again? No, lower. Lower. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
No, it wasn't planned, and yes, we're keeping it stuffed on the coffee room table.
Yeah, Mom, we're coming home this weekend.
So we used that shot glass. Oh, it was Nana's urn! Oh!
What? You told me to make him on the table. Make him happy. Why did you give me the wooden spoon? He was naked, come on!
Okay, that's it then for the night. Unless you have more material.
Mom, you won't believe it. The night's ending. No more Rockwell. Like me, please.
Round of applause for our contestants.
Like Brian!
Sit down, Tom, sit down. Oh. That's been our show tonight. Round of applause for Paul Dorgan, David Sheehan, Brian McCormack, Tom Horan, Amy Fox, and our special guest, Tony Sheridan.
Who won?
Oh yes, the winner.
The audience.
Quick question for some. Matt carried it to minus 100 for. So
Can we get a round of applause for Chris?
Maths is hard.
Keep it down.
He's actually writing down maths.
Minus 4.
Is he just spelling out the word maths right now?
No, he's actually doing
He's actually doing an intense calculation of the formula to get.
Which team is Tony on again? This one minus 3. Tony's on that team minus 5.
Do you remember in primary school when you used to be a nervous teacher looking at the kid doing maths? This is like.
Then Chris was the guy in the playground looking at the kids.
What's 2 plus 2 again? That's what I do on weekends. Shush.
That's not a very effective paedophile. If I was going to creep on primary school kids,
If you were going to
would not be
creep
the
on
time I
primary
would do it.
We can't end the night on that note, people. We just can't.
Just tell us that we won.
Hold on, let's let the crowd decide, since he can't count. Who do you think?
Okay, I'm going to give an arbitrary score based on applause for each team. This team.
Come on, you deserve better. Come on.
Sit down.
You so listening.
Do we?
This team. Jesus, Tony, you really have lost your popularity, haven't you? So I guess the winners for tonight are Brian's team. All the teachers look alike. Thanks very much for coming. We'll see you the next year. I'm sorry, what now? You were the captain?
I was captain.
All gingers.
I'm the captain now!
All gingers look alike, okay?
Yeah, no, which is why I should be the captain.
Let me thank them for coming.
Let the Indian be the captain, you racists.
Nemo, sit down. Oh my god, that I don't know. Okay, thanks very much for coming out. We'll see you at the next UL Comedy Society gig. Round of applause for yourself and have a good night.
Oh, you guys!
This doesn't work. Shut.
Here's how you go.
Huh?
But see, I didn't know it worked. No, see, I'm from Donegal, and like we don't have electricity, so this.
I really need to piss, man. What is going on?
Put the mic down and go. Excuse me, I haven't asked to come up here tonight because fine people want to last.
Oh.
Who earns?
I'm glad that one died for you.
We are aware we do have a streaker on the stage.
Donegal isn't that funny anymore. Off you go now.
Everyone booed the man.
It's past
who
its
stood
irony
away.
stage.
He's going.
Oh, I actually thought you were going somewhere with this. Have you something to announce, no?
Does anyone actually know what's going on?
No. David.
David beach waters.
Come on, tell a joke.
What's going on here, actually?
I don't know.
Who's with David tonight? Give us a cheer.
Which one of you lovely young men is he trying to impress?
Ah, I get it.
Women, sorry, women.
A gay joke.
Oh, we got
He's been keeping that one in the pocket till the end of the night. Fair play. Can't you? Oh.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I was just asking, was this actually arranged for you to come up here?
No. Somebody come up and grab the nice.
Someone told you to do that. Could you go down and say, sorry, that's not happening tonight, unfortunately?
Oh!
Salty!
Sorry,
Indians are catchy.
this happened at any other gig, I'm sorry, we're not going to have it, like.
This has taken a dark turn.
He's still standing with his mouth wide open, I'm kind of scared.
Everyone's such a good note.
And now people are leaving.
Now, Brian, you're one racist from Harte away from this going absolutely viral. So continue, please.
I'm the one uploading the video. I'm sorry.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's why you don't do drugs.
I'm very sorry. I'm sorry about that, but
This happens when there's a team without a captain.
but it's so.
You can't make it for the fucking bathroom.
Okay, lads, thank you very much for coming. Sorry for that note, but I don't know if the bar is still open. But thanks very much for coming. We'll see you at the next time. We are. Thanks so much. We'll see you at the next time. Talk later.
Watching haters wonder why Gambino got the game. Half-tied thicky, all she wanna do is bang. Got her hair done, French braids, now she ASAP.